वासुदेवाय. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiyayet. Nashtaprayasva Bhadresu Nityam Bhagavati Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, titled The Status Quo, chapter 4, titled Vidura Approaches Maitreya, verse 27. Sri Sukha Vacha Iti Saha Vidurena Vishwamurtir Guna Kathaya Sudhaya Plavirto Rutapa Shanaiva Puline Yamashvasvatam Samusita Purgavirnisham Tatogat. Sri Sukha Vacha Iti saha vidurena vishwamurte guna kathaya sudhaya plavirto rutapa shanaiva puline yamashvashutam samusita pugavi nisham tatogad. Synonyms. Sri Sukha Vacha. Sri Sukadev Goswami said, Iti, thus, saha, along with Vidurena, Vidura, Vishwamurti, of the universal person, Gunakathaya, in the discourse of transcendental qualities, Sudhaya, nectarian, Plavita Rutapa, overwhelmed by great affliction, Shanam, moment, Iva, like that, Puline, on the banks of Yamsashutam, river Yamuna, Samusita, passed on. Apugavi, the son of Apugava, Uddhava, Nisam, the night, Tata, thereafter, Agat, went away. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Sukadev Goswami said, O king, after thus discussing with Vidura the transcendental name, fame, qualities, etc., on the bank of the Yamuna, Uddhava was overwhelmed with great affliction. He passed the night as if it were a moment, and thereafter he went away. Purport by His Divine Grace. The word used here for Krishna is Vishwamurti. Both Uddhava and Vidura were in great affliction because of Lord Krishna's departure. And the more they discuss the transcendental name, fame, and qualities of the Lord, the more the picture of the Lord becomes visible to them everywhere. Such visualization of the transcendental form of the Lord is neither false nor imaginary, but is factual, absolute truth. When the Lord is perceived as Vishwamurti, it is not that he loses his personality or transcendental eternal form, but he becomes visible in the same form everywhere. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapada Kamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamsha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakha Vitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhuvaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you so much for joining this wonderful discussion forum on Srimad Bhagavatam. And what a verse to start the day. Sukadev Goswami is speaking, and he's speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. And here he's quoting 2 or 3 things which is so important for us to understand. He's referring to Lord Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, Purna Purushottam Krishna, as Vishwamurti. And we had reference to Vishwarup. And here today we will discuss what he means by Vishwamurti. And he is also referring to Apur Gavir. That means he is referring to the father of Uddhava. He is not calling out Uddhava. In the prior verses, you have seen in the verses are technically crafted to respond to a message. And here, Sukadev Goswami is saying, referring to Uddhava's dad, Uddhava's father, who is Apu Gavir. And that's very interesting. And we'll discuss a little bit about it. And then we'll discuss about the momentary meeting and separation and how it causes an element of affliction, as Prabhupada is so nicely explaining that both of them, they started feeling a sense of affliction, overwhelming, the feeling an element of sorrow. And these three things really will take us for the next 20-25 minutes, where we are going to discuss about this fantastic expression of love and separation between two very prominent devotees of the Lord. So, whenever we think about Vishwamurti, we think about where Krishna is present everywhere. That means in Vishwarup, that is where Krishna is expressing his universal form, and there is a lot of rays coming out. There are demigods merging, effulgence. But in Vishwamurti, there is a reference of the Supreme Personality of Godhead present everywhere. Whenever you tend to discuss about someone, you would feel as if the person is very much near you. So that means when you discuss about the name, like we all are doing since 5 o'clock, when you were chanting the holy name, we think the Supreme Personality of Godhead is alongside us, because they say when you chant in a pure conscious way, Krishna dances in the tongue of the devotees, on the tongue of the devotees. So the name, fame, qualities of Krishna, whenever it is discussed, that then time flies. So whenever people have a lot of disease, for example, at the final stages, then they will start discussing about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from Srimad Bhagavatam. What that means is they want the time to pass fast, and which is the critical scenario of this verse, where this is the last night where Uddhavji and Vidurji are meeting, and after that they will go in their own destination. But that last night captures the essence of this verse. So, what is going in their mind in the last night, when they know that tomorrow Uddhavji is heading northeast to Himalayas, to Badrikashram, and Vidurji is going eastbound on Yamuna, because Vidurji, as we covered in the second and third chapter, Vidurji traveled from Hastinapur through the Kuru Jangala, the northwest part of India, and met Uddhavji in the banks of Yamuna. And after the meeting of this is the last night. They discussed a lot of things. We went through it. It was so profound. But now is the last night, and how they're feeling. And that is where, in order to set some context around, how does people look at others? So when people look at others, there are a certain set of people, they look at others as doctors, engineers, pharmacists, or he is an Indian, he is a American, he is a Britishers. Those kind of devotees, those set of people are called in a very specific definition as Kanishta Adhikari. Then there are certain set of people who look at a group of devotees as the servant of Krishna or devotees. So they mix with them. With some others who they don't consider as devotees, they do not mix with them. So those kind of people in our Vaishnavism are called Madhyama Adhikari. But a Uttama Adhikari is one who sees Krishna in everyone. Every person he sees is as far as he is concerned, he or she is concerned, they think he has a soul, he has a super soul in his heart, and soul and super soul belongs to the Supreme. That's why he is part and parcel of the Supreme, and they are Uttama Adhikaris. And and on this, people can go on and explain, because in spiritualism, there is no one answer which is right. There is a multiple set of answers which can make us understand the concept of the injunction the Supreme Personality is giving. So both Uddhavji and Vidurji, they are Uttama Adhikaris. They were constantly discussing about the Supreme. So they're considering Krishna is everywhere, in the trees, in the rivers, alongside where they met. They are saying these are all part and parcel of the Supreme. They are the Uttama Adhikaris. So seeing others is so significant, where we don't try to be judgmental, because we don't know how much potency, how much of kripa this person has. That's why they were looking at everyone, and when they met, there was total bliss, because there was nothing negativity in their uh, intent. So just to put some context around, so here Sukadev Goswami is referring to Uddhava not as Uddhava. He is referring to Uddhavji as the son of Aupagava. So here, as we have seen in various different places, Sukadev Goswami is referred as son of Vyasadev. In various different places, Arjuna is referred as Gudakesha. And various slokas, Krishna is referred as Hrishikesa. Why does the slokas intend to communicate in that way? Because if you think Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, they are just not a communication mechanism. It's a communication for influence intent. So Srimad Bhagavatam, it's not a scene we're talking about, it's a scenario. And that's where Sukadeva Goswami is saying the importance of seniority in our lives. So as we discussed last weekend about the importance of habit and nature, Krishna consciousness is a seed, and that seed has to be given time for it to grow. And if we do not give time, we want to do bhakti in an express setting, actually it will not lead to a mature devotional life. It will lead to premature thing, as we discussed last weekend about the sadhu who is smoking in that picture. So what it means is, here Sukadev Goswami is setting a stage that the importance of seniority or importance of age in that context. But there are other discussions where Prahlad Maharaj and Dhruva Maharaj have exhibited very high qualitative spiritual bliss at a very earlier age. So there, as I said, in spiritualism, there is no one answer which fits everything. So here, Aupagava, when Sukadeva Goswami is saying, he's staging the discussion with Parikshit Maharaj, giving an intent that even if Uddhavji was very potent, was very qualitatively superior, but he let a senior person like Maitreya Muni have a discussion with Vidurji, who is seeking knowledge. And that Aupagava's theme in this verse is so profound, because Srimad Bhagavatam, every verse is not a scene, it's a scenario. And the reason I wanted to put this picture is Hastinapur is somewhere here, as you can see on the picture, and we discussed in the third chapter, the chapter before this, that Vidurji traveled in the Kujangala area, which is this area, the northwestern part of India, and then he came all the way and met Uddhavji in Yamuna. And they're right here, as you can see in the banks of Yamuna. And this is the night after which Uddhavji is going northeast bound to Badrikashram, to Himalayas, and Vidurji is going forward with the journey, and there he is going to meet Maitreya Muni. And that is the upcoming discussion we're going to have. But this is exactly how how Vidurji traveled through Kuru Jungle area, meeting. Uh, so this is the last night before separation. So what was going on in their mind? They're always discussing about the name, fame, quality of the Supreme. So they're feeling separation, and in that mood, they're discussing. They are realizing that they will lose their association within a day. So they were feeling a bit helpless. They were feeling, and Prabhupada is using the word flexion. So that means that the quality of relationship, the quality of association is very important in our life. It is not the quantity of association we have with a Supreme or the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or with the Guru, which is important. It is the quality of association. And that is a perfect segue to discuss about Srila Prabhupada's interaction with the Russian movement of ISKCON. Actually, at the time, Russia was very clamped down. He couldn't step out from the hotel he stayed in 70s. He just went once actually, and he stayed in a hotel called National Hotel. Shyam Sundar Prabhu was there. Shyam Sundar Prabhu was going out, and Prabhupada was not allowed to speak in a public event. There was so much of clampdown. First day he goes out, he doesn't get, Shyam Sundar Prabhu went out, didn't find any enthusiastic devotee. In the second day, when Shyam Sundar Prabhu stepped out, he met two people. One is an Indian and another is a Russian. The Indian's name was Narayan and the Russian's name was Ivan. So, and he welcomed them to come and meet with Prabhupada in the hotel room. And fortunately, both of them agreed. So when this Narayan and Ivan came to Prabhupada's room in the Hotel National in Moscow, USSR, Prabhupada welcomed him, and they were all attracted to each other. Prabhupada was very humble, and Ivan sat down on the lotus feet of Prabhupada, and they discussed a little bit about bhakti and the importance of bhakti in our lives, and how this Krishna conscious movement is. And Prabhupada told Ivan the importance to recognize that we are not the body, we are the soul, and we are part and parcel of the Supreme. The soul is part and parcel of the Supreme. And that got Ivan attracted. And then he went back, and he came back the next day, one of the 3 days, and then he started interacting. And after that, Prabhupada initiated him as Ananta Shantidas. And as you can see, Krishna conscious movement is the fastest spreading wildfire spiritual movement in Russia now. It's purely because of that quality of association Prabhupada had with Ivan or Ananda Santidas Prabhu in that 3 days, 2 days meeting in Moscow, and that's all they did. And there are quite a lot of instances where Prabhupada has gone, have met with someone in an airport, and that has translated the entire area into Krishna conscious movement. So it's just the quality of association between Vidurji and Uddhavji, which they're going to not have in that night. So that last night, when you think about all these, summits or this yatras you go, we had the good fortune of going in the 2018 Radha Gopinath Mandir Yatra in Jagannath Puri. 8 to 9,000 people came. And on the 8th day, the last day, there is this thousands of people under the tent on the pandal. They're discussing, and they don't want to leave that place. And I could see the people who had given their tent and fan to the pandal. They have come to dismantle the pandal. But these people, they don't want to leave. So if that 8 days of these yatras could translate us or transcend our mindset, and we do not want to leave from that place, and think about the Uddhavji's and Vidurji's meeting, and that night they're going to leave, what they would be going through. And that's the beauty of this mood of separation, the Pralamba Bhav in our movement, which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited in Jagannath Puri. Krishna in separation of Krishna, Krishna Viraha Vidura Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Lord Jagannath, Radha Viraha Vidura, Lord Jagannath. When Krishna Viraha Vidura and Radha Viraha Vidura personalities meet, you can think about the extent of separation they would be exhibiting. So there is another nice interaction in when Prabhupada did his Pandal program in Mumbai. Yamuna Devi used to always sit in the front and hear the katha. And after a day or two, because in India, for a lady to sit in the front hearing a sannyasi is considered. So Mataji heard some references from the people who were in the audience. So after 2 days, Yamuna Mataji didn't sit in the katha in the Pandal program in Mumbai. She was in the back watching here and there. So after 4-5 days, Prabhupada met Yamuna Mataji and said, I don't see you nowadays. Earlier you used to always in the first of the class. Mataji said, I was told that it is not considered good to sit very close to a sannyasi. So then Prabhupada said, even if you are hearing my katha from afar off, it is all right, because it is not my personal association which is translating you. It's actually my Vani which is translating you. And Prabhupada said, there are many of his god brothers who were very close to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, like a mosquito. He says they would cling on to Maharaj like a mosquito. But I have met 4 times only in my life. I have only met my Guru Maharaj 4 times. But my Guru Maharaj was so much merciful that he gave me all the mercy through that 4 meetings. But there are mosquitoes who are clinging every day to Maharaj, and that is not good, because and then when Yamuna Mataji glorified Prabhupada, that you can see that enlightenment in you, in your Guru, then Prabhupada said, it's not me, it's all mercy of my Guru. Prabhupada was so humble in respecting, and that is where it's not the quantity of relationship. If you think that you can have the full access to your Guru or sadhu, that is really not helping. The only way is the essence you take in that little meeting. Labha matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoy. It doesn't matter whether you meet your Guru for a day or half a day, but that essence you take is so critical, and that is exactly where Uddhavji and Vidurji is expressing. That quality of that meeting is so fascinating. And moving on, then we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Narottam Das Thakur. Actually, they have never met. So as we go, we look at a situation where Prabhupada has met someone in 2 days. Yamuna Mataji's expression, where you don't have to take it from my personal association, you can take it from my Vani. And here is the scenario where Narottam Das Thakur and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has never met, but the mercy flows through the Guru in a very different way. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once was with Nityananda Prabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried out, Narottam, Narottam, Narottam. Then Nityananda Prabhu asked, who are you referring to? And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I am referring to a person who is about to take birth after some time. His name is going to be Narottam, and I am going to give all the love and blessing to him. So how would you do that? So there is a river nearby. The name of the river is Padma River. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cried, and Nityananda Prabhu asked, you are crying exactly like how you used to cry in Jagannath Puri. He said, I'm going to give all my blessings to these devotees through my tears. So he goes into Padma River and he put all his tears, shedding his tears, his blessings in Padma River. And he told River Padma that after some time my disciple, Narottam, is going to come, and when he steps into the river is going to overflow. And this past time happened. And after several years, Narottam was born, and he was from a very affluent family. Don't want to go there. But then once, Narottam Das Thakur, when he was 13 years old, he had a dream that Nityananda Prabhu is telling him to go and take bath in river Padma. So he goes there, takes bath, and when he steps in the river overflows. And after he takes bath, he gets all the tears left out by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu several years ago. And when he comes out of the river, he was a totally transformed man. His parents couldn't recognize him, his behavior. And after that, Narottam Das Thakur, for us, may be history, but he lives through his wonderful poems. And what a poem he wrote about Jayani Lot Premadhana Vaishnava Thakur. And they have never met. So, is the quality of association, and often we think we can meet with everybody, we can spend a lot of time together, but if the essence of the spiritual master is there, that is very important. That's why they say, be a Saragrahi, don't be a Bharagrahi. What Saragrahi means? You take the essence, take the sar of what the spiritual master is saying. Don't try to look at all the Bharagrahi, look at the mundane things which can go with this and try to find faults. And yesterday we discussed about Ramachandra Puri, the disciple of Madhavendra Puri. And look at what happened to Ramachandra Puri, and look at what happened to Ishwara Puri. The same disciple of Madhavendra Puri went on to initiate Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And look at the difference. So the difference is the quality of association, not the quantity. Ramachandra Puri spent a lot of time in Remuna with in Kirochara Gopinath with Madhavendra Puri. But Ishwara Puri, disciple of Madhavendra Puri, initiated Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and that set the tone for the bhakti movement in the whole world. So with that, I'd like to end here, because this verse, so the conclusion, when we have the association of Lord's name, fame, and qualities, time flies. And look at what happened. We're done with our class. It's close to 7 o'clock, and time flies. So more and more and this is a picture I wanted to spend a little bit time. This is a picture when Krishna's name is uttered with love and devotion. Krishna cries. This is a picture in Mayapur Kirtan Mela 4-5 years ago. As you can see, Panchatattva in Mayapur is crying, because the intense desire to call out his name was so significant. Even Krishna cries. Krishna is moved by his own name. As you can see, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this picture, and it came in the news as well. You might have seen that Krishna is crying. So is the quality of association with intensity. If we call out, anything can happen, and every time we cannot try to rationalize it in one way or other, because every answer is correct, because Supreme Personality is unlimited. We cannot limit him with one answer. If we can think that if somebody ate a bat in some place, and the whole world can be engulfed with this virus, Lord's intent is so magnificent that we cannot just limit it with one way to look at things. So we have to open our hearts to look at multiple ways to look at it, and then we'll recognize, if we can accept that little virus somebody ate somewhere and that caused havoc all around the world, we can definitely accept that Lord's association can make wonders in our lives. And we just have to make sure, because this is Dukhalaya Ashostakam, and anytime we want to get rid of this progress in life, so that it travels faster, we have to think about Lord's name, fame, and quality. So, with that, I'd like to end here. If there is any questions, comment, please speak. If there is none, Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.